help, basically. And then they came. And at first, you know, in our minds, we knew they were going to go back and forth. But, you know, things panned out differently, like I had mentioned. So they ended up staying here more. So Tim, you know, which I'm so thankful for, went back to school and has such a better job than he did. And that's all thanks to my parents. I mean, they helped out 1,000% with that. Like, they were at my house for like 13-hour shifts because he would go to work, or no, he would go to school and then go straight to work. And I was working 12s. So there was a little period of time where I was so thankful for them. And I know they had fucking had it. Like, I was wearing them down. And then eventually things got better. And we had a period of time where you were watching the kids. And
I was going to say, I feel like that was I feel like I had met you guys right when Tim was like, he was still in school, but I think it was nearing the
so when we met you, we finally took the load off them. And then they would only do, like, you know, some afternoons or however it worked out. I forgot kind of the timeline of it. But either way, I feel like we got into this groove, you know?
Right.
And now that groove is going away, which is fine. You know what I mean? My parents need to be happy. They do. Yeah. I mean, especially at the ages you're at and everything, like, you need to be content and happy with this next chapter in your life, you know? So I'm very happy for them. I think they'll like it. Spending the summers there. They're going to spend the summers there and then come back here in the winter. So they'll kind of be.
Gotcha. So, like, they basically just own two, like, there'll be the only two in each. They'll have two houses that only they occupy, basically.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So, so we'll go from there. So now, I mean, and again, not to make anyone feel bad or anything, this is just life.
Right.
But we are stressing at the moment. Like,
of course. So when any time, any kind of change happens, so it's always that stressful, you know, how to, and eventually it'll become the new normal. Somehow. But
because so what happens is our aftercare at school, you have to pick them up by 6. And same thing with camp this summer. You have to pick them up by 6. Well, that's like out of the cards for me. So I have to take any orders that come in through the emergency room, like, and they're notorious for putting in an order at 5:55.
Oh God!
Now I'm guaranteed I'm going to be there till 6:30. So if it's a difficult study, I'll be there for longer. And Tim, depending on traffic, some days he gets home by 6. Like last night, he didn't get home till 6:15. And I literally had to shove Liam in his car, and they left for Boy Scouts. You know, it's like that kind of thing. So we are like teetering right on the line of 6 o'clock. So I told him, as of right now, I said, somehow, some way it's going to work out. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Coming this April, we'll figure it out. I said, for now, you plant the seed in your boss's head about what's going on, and I will plant the seed in my boss's head about what's going on. So this way, when April comes and
it's not a complete surprise to everybody.
And thankfully, he has pretty decent bosses. And if he needs to leave early or something, I think it'll be okay. How long he can do that for, I'm not sure. But I said, for right now, we'll talk to our bosses. We'll plant the seed in their head so they know what's going on, and we'll go from there. So at the moment, we are a little high strung. It's the only thing on our minds.
Right.
And I've just been thinking about, I'm not even gonna get into it, 8 million ways of how I was even looking up night shifts at, I think, like in Cary, there's a hospital looking for night shifts.
Gosh.
I know. I'm like, do I want to go down that road of night shifts? But, we're just writing down all our opportunities and, what we can do to change our schedules and what other places have till 6:30. I mean, and there's a couple places that do till 6:30. They're just like 3 times the price.
Right.
But like Flipping Nicks was one of them, which I love their whole setup. They get a gymnastics class, they do homework, they do all this stuff, but it's like legit 3 times the amount of money every month for them to go there.
Yeah.
So, but I picked up some extra days at my second job finally. And I just found out about another second job that someone asked if I was interested in. So I think we'll be all right, But just like you said, it's like any other hurdle in life. Somehow, some way, we always work through it.
Yeah. Eventually, it will just become the new normal. It's just
exactly
the stressing on how it's going to become.
Yep.
But until it does become. But
so we're just a little high tensions in the house.
Yeah, I totally understand, and it doesn't take away anything from your appreciation for what your parents have done, or So,
and I mean, like I said, I always had it in the back of my mind that this was a possibility, and I always told myself too. Recently, I'm like, they're gonna just move back totally. You know what I mean? Like I always sometimes.
Well, I know I've talked to your mom a couple times, and she's kind of told me about your dad wanting to go back and whatnot. So I was kind of
always waiting for it kind of deal. Yeah,
but so it's nice. I knew it was coming. That they decided not to fully.
100%. Yes, me too. I'm very grateful for that because. I mean, the kids...
and it's not just about, the help that they give. It's also nice to have actual family,
I love it.
Especially right across the street for you guys.
Well, even like the boys. Like, I love how the boys can just run across the street and, it's nice. It is. And, like, I can randomly say, like, you want to do dinner tomorrow night or, like, you want to go for a walk on the Greenway Trail. I'll be over in 15. Like... Right. It has been. I do love it. Yeah.
Something that you take for granted without realizing that you do. Yeah. Well, so, like anything else, you don't realize. You don't realize what you have until it's gone.
So
like life.
So I will keep you updated.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, we're right here. So if you need anything, just give us a call.
Oh, and thank you. And it's funny. I was thinking while you were talking about your Valentines. So yesterday, Logan was doing his. And he's got a list of 20 names in his binder to write out his Valentines, right? And I'm watching him do it. And he's going down the list. And he's like, Ellie. And he writes out Ellie. And then he goes, Addison. And he's going out of order. And I'm like, dude, how are you knowing who you have left when you get to the end? Like, there's 20 kids and you're not going in order? Like, to me, this is insane.
Yeah, my OCD was like, no, you have to start at the top and work your way down to the bottom.
No, Logan, he refused. And I feel like he was going in order of people he liked.
Too funny.
But somehow he fucking figured it out until he got to the end. I think there was like 3 left. And he was starting to get lost of who was left. But I was pretty impressed as he was going through. And, I mean, this kid is just... He's so smart, yet so not there sometimes. You know what I mean? I'm like, he'll do things, and I'm like, were you thinking... Like tonight, he took his toothbrush and started toothbrushing his hand in circles with the head of his toothbrush. I'm like, dude... You put that in your mouth. Are you kidding me? Thankfully, they just got out of the bathtub, so they were clean. They weren't like, I made them wash their hands before dinner, which I don't know if Logan ever did it, but I hope he did.
Oh, speaking of freaking washing hands, I'll let you finish your story. Go ahead.
No, I think that was, it's just sometimes he says things and I'm just like,
actually,
really, dude?
Yeah. I had just posted, I think, on our Facebook page about...
Oh, your cute pencils and stuff?
No. The one I posted on our Facebook page about, it's like February and love is in the air, but so is influenza. So wash your filthy hands. My God, I swear to God, Aria. Every day when the kids come home from school, the first thing I have them do as soon as they put their shit down is go wash your dirty freaking hands because there's fucking germs everywhere.
And we're going to Disney.
We're going to the happiest place on earth. So, and especially now with going to on vacation next week, I don't want anyone to be fucking sick.
Oh, gosh.
So my thing is go wash your hands. So Aria's idea of washing her hands is running her hands under the water and saying, I'm done. No,
God,
no, you're fucking not, because that doesn't fucking wash anything. It drives me insane. And then we legitimately have an argument about it every single day. But the water's too cold. This is the conversation we had today. God. But the water's too cold. I'm like, so turn it hot. Well, I don't want hot water touching my hands. Well, then what the fuck do you want me to do?
Put on both.
I'm like, I just fucking wash your hands.
So the only thing... Now, what kind of soap... And it's going to sound fucking stupid. What kind of soap do you use?
We buy like the giant tub of soap and then we fill it into the thing.
I am addicted to the Bed Bath & Beyond foaming soaps. and they let the kids pick out which one they want to use. So and each sink, they have their own soap that they use. And it's the one where you push it out and it all comes out like foam. So it's like pretty much already lathered up for you, which I love.
Do keep saying that I want, but I don't ever go to the mall to go to bed.
It's not mall.
Bed Bath & Beyond or Bath & Body Works?
Bath & Body Works. They're Smithfield outlets.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't even realize
I go
that.
there because I go there for the wallflowers. Those things smell so good.
Because every time I go to your house and I go to my other friend Heather's house, she has the you guys have the same things, and I'm always like, I need to get this kind of soap because it always smells so good. But I'm never going.
We'll take
to
a trip to the outlets. No, Smithfield outlets.
Okay,
yep.
Yeah,
it's in it's tucked away in the corner. Like if you're looking at Carolina Pottery, to the left,
which I love going in there, but they're so fucking expensive, so I buy nothing.
If you're looking at them, go as far left as you can go. It's the last store on the left on that row.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe spring is coming. We'll have to
because the kids they get excited that they get to pick a flavor and birthday cake. And,
I'm not taking them.
Oh no! But I'll come home with like 5 different ones, and then I let them pick from there. Yeah. No, I wouldn't take them in there either. That would be a fucking disaster.
Oh God, too freaking.
Which
funny.
I need to go really soon because I'm out of wallflowers. So we'll make a date.
Let me know.
Let's do it. All right, you ready for WTF moment of the week?
Yes, let's get into it.
Sounds good.
What the
fuck did you just
do? What the
do?
fuck did I just see?
What the fuck did you just say to me?
All right, Christina. So tell me, because when I walked in, Christina filled up her wine glass to the absolute, no fucking joke, tippity top where I thought it was going to literally spill over. And this is a kind of a big glass. And now there's about 2 sips left. So please, Christina.
I actually started the glass before you even got here, which I usually don't do.
So please tell me what made you fill up your glass this week.
Well, what made me fill up my glass just now was not actually my WTF. My husband was just driving me insane. But I don't know why my thing is so squeaky. Sorry if you guys are hearing that. But so my WTF. Did you hear the squeak again?
Stop moving your fucking mic, Christina.
All right. So my WTF goes to...
Keep your hands off the mic.
I don't know per se if it should be... if it should be my dog or... I don't know. I think it is the guy down the block. But... Okay. I don't even know where to start with the story because... All right. So there's an older gentleman who lives down the block with his dog. And I don't even know. Okay. So very
Let's start over. Christina, what is your WTF moment? Is it right now? I think it's right now.
All right. So I'm not complaining about this guy because the guy, very sweet older man. I will gladly hold out a conversation with him, but not when I have my dog because my dog is under the impression that he is like a 200-pound Great Dane and he fucking barks at everything like he's about to snack on a toy poodle or something. He's ridiculous. And I mean, we've been living here for over a year. This is not a surprise to this man who lives down the block. But I swear to God, he sees us and he's like, oh, let me walk my dog following Bacardi because it is a great joy to watch him bark at my dog.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. Okay.
So you feel like he's like stalking you when you're going for your walk?
Again, I don't like nice fucking guy. He's a great guy. I will gladly.
He put a GPS on your dog. He knows when you're going for a walk.
No, this guy walks his dog all day long.
Oh, okay.
So it's like like chances of me walking my dog is I'm gonna run into him because all day long he's walking.
You just prepare yourself. You know what's gonna happen.
Yes. So a few weeks ago, I was walking the dog with I think it was Aria, and I was like, oh, let's go a little further than we normally go. The poor dog typically only gets walked enough for him to pee and shit. And then we got shit to do. Let's wrap this. So I was like, oh, let's walk down let's cross the street, walk down the block a little bit. And so I'm walking. And who do I see coming behind us? the guy with his dog, who, let me tell you, does not like my dog. It probably does not like my dog because my dog is always barking at his dog like he's freaking insane. But he